Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 43 of our Supersize You annual challenge. Today we're talking about confidence, of course. We're focusing on confidence all this month. Why? Because if we do one thing every day this month to increase our confidence, I guarantee we will all feel, behave, act, think more confidently. Well, today's topic is about your circle, people you hang around with the most, and the importance of surrounding ourselves with people that believe in us and what it is that we're trying to accomplish in our life. You know, if you've ever been in a relationship or been involved with a circle of close friends that all they want to do, usually this is when we're younger, is party and have fun and not think about or the future or do anything to create their future. And they're great, they're a lot of fun, but they may not support you in changing your life and making and creating the life that you want to lead. When you're old like me, most of the people that we hang around with and that are our circle of influence are people that support us. Because over the years, we let the negative people fall off, the people that don't treat us right fall off by setting boundaries. And we hang on to the people that are awesome for us, build us up, cherish us, believe in us no matter what. So today we're going to do a couple things. We are going to talk about the A in the SOAP framework, and I'm going to share a tool with you. I think I might do that just quickly now so that we don't forget. So I don't forget. So the tool I want to share today, and the A in our SOAP framework stands for analyze alternatives or options that we came up with yesterday, and then pick one to act on today. We're going to take action every day. I swear, if you just do one little tiny step every single day to move toward what you want, and if each month you do one step in the area that we're working on, I guarantee you'll have a transformation that you couldn't even have imagined when we started this challenge or when you started this challenge. So today our tool to analyze the alternatives that we came up with yesterday, excuse my cough, I'm looking at my list. What we do is I like to use the head heart intuition tool. This is my toddler granddaughter art version of it. It's because I have toddler art, right? So I just make a graph. I pick the top 3 options, which is why I shared the 10-3-1 tool yesterday. And I write down just a word or two that reminds me of what they are. So for example, I might decide that if I want help with my DMs, I will look up a course on it or look up who's the expert on direct messaging. Then I could ask an expert or talk to one of my mentors, which is actually what I did yesterday. I already did it yesterday. Or I could hire somebody to do it for me, right? Or I could get AI to do all my messaging for me. I can tell you right now, I don't think I will ever have AI do anything like that for me. It's too important, right? The more AI comes on the scene, the less I see myself actually adopt. I mean, I use it for little things, but nothing like building relationships or building my community, etc. So today, head, heart, intuition, give each one a 3, a 2, and a 1. The one you feel most drawn to and magnetized to and strongly about and positive about, give that a 3. And then give the next one, the one in the middle, a 2, and the other one a 1. And just use a weighted average, add up them, and you will see immediately which option or action you should take. And then make sure you take it before the end of the day. Before you go to bed tonight, make sure you take the action that comes up to start moving you from where you are to where you want to be. All right, on to today's challenge. Today's challenge is all about taking a look at who you spend most of your time with, and then rating them. And don't ever show this to them, right? Don't even ever tell them about it. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1, they might as well be an enemy because they're definitely a frenemy. They don't support you. They don't encourage you to become a better version of yourself, etc. To 10, they are your biggest fan and cheerleader. They support you in everything you do. They warn you about things that they might have experience in, but otherwise they are behind you 100% of the way. So rate those top 5 people. Why do we want to do this? Because we find ourselves, and I have found myself in past situations and past times when I was being influenced by the absolute wrong people for me. I won't call them evil, but some of them were, but the wrong people for me. I took a job in an organization once upon a time that looked great on paper and felt great in the interviewing process. But once I got inside and really saw how things work, I was like, what have I gotten myself into? And that happens. But then I found the pockets of people in that organization that were awesome. And that's who I engaged with and interacted with and built things with in that company. I actually stayed there like 5 years. So obviously I figured it out. So we're going to do that. That's the action item thing we're going to do today. And then I want you to ask yourself a couple questions. I'm going to share some reflective questions because I'm adding that to this year's challenge because I need it, right? I know that if I need something and I've never thought about it before, and frankly, since I came on this cool platform, I joined last August, end of August, very, very end of August. I started learning and going and traveling around. There's hundreds of thousands of communities there. So just about any topic, anything you want to learn about, there's a community where they at least have a partial free component that you can go and learn a ton about. And I've joined a couple of those that have really opened me up to the possibilities that I've wanted all my life and desired, but I wasn't letting myself go after them for a lot of different reasons. So that's why I'm liking all right, well, let's ask myself a couple of questions about this. So the questions I'm asking myself about this area are, number one, first and foremost, who made up and where's the backing behind this? The 5 people you hang around with the most or spend the most time with are going to be what is equal to your net worth or income or your potential. I want to know. I guarantee it was just like the 21 day to break a habit thing. Some motivational personal development guru said it in a presentation and everybody else just latched onto it, never questioned it, and just started doing it. But I think the concept is right. I don't know if the exact number is 5. Maybe you have 4 friends that put you down, but one that is so awesome they make up for the other 4. Or maybe you have 3 friends that put you down and then 4 other friends that build you up. The whole point is we become and we create and we think like the things that we allow to influence us. So if we don't listen with an open mind, if we don't pay attention to what's being fed to us, because guess what? Every advertiser, every marketer, every person who wants to be an influencer on the internet, every media outlet, every platform that we're on has an agenda of their own. And if you don't have your own filter for paying attention to what is and isn't for you, you can get into really big trouble. I was in a relationship for a quarter century that was so messed up for me. It was so bad for me. And, it took a huge wake-up call health-wise to get me out of that, to get me off my fear and inertia to actually do something about it. So here's some self-reflective questions. That's just a long way to getting around a self-reflective question. Number 1, who in your life, you could say who in my life, makes me feel more capable, more confident, more positive about myself when I'm around them? Or who just has amazing positive energy that I want more of? And how can I get more of it? Can I ask them about what they think and how they think about certain things? Secondly, who consistently doubts my decisions, undermines me, minimizes my wins, if they even acknowledge them at all, or projects their limitations onto me? Yeah, we have to remember that everybody's got their own reality and everybody's just doing the best they can with what they've got right now. And that doesn't mean we need to be around them when they're having a hard time or struggling, right? And then what would change if I or if you intentionally spent more time with people that believe in us, believe in our potential, that want to see us win? I'm going to tell you right now, if you are not hanging around more time with people that want to see you win than not, you are undermining yourself. It's like cutting your feet off at the knees in terms of creating what you want in your life. I wish I didn't have to say that, but it's absolutely true. And I say that not picking on anybody, but because I have been there and been in those situations for far too long. And the only one that could have changed it earlier was me. And I didn't, for all the fear and all the comfort zone and all the reasons that we find ourselves in a place we don't necessarily want to be, or a situation or a relationship or a job or a role or an industry. And it's just easier to stay going through the day-to-day sometimes than to say massive changes must unfold for this. All right, what are we doing today? In the comments below, I want you to do something to appreciate and show gratitude for somebody that has positively impacted your life. It could be somebody in the past, could be somebody in your circle of influence right now. I want you to tag them in a post and tell them thank them and tell them what you're grateful for about them. Maybe they encourage you all the time. Maybe they help you get out of that blue mood when you need a little ray of sunshine. Maybe they're that little ray of sunshine in your life. Whatever it is, contact them. I don't care how you contact them. You don't have to make a post. The post's done here when you've done it. But contact someone today. Reach out. Leave a voice message. Leave a phone message. Send them a text. Do something just to acknowledge that they've been a positive influence in your life. All right. Any questions about this? Hit me up and ask. Otherwise, have an awesome day. I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.